Salam alaikum, this is video 8. Okay, anyway, so as I said, you want to give your children a gift, give them the gift of, their ancestors. Okay, give them the gift of youth. Give them the gift of youth. That's what you do. Give them the gift of strength. Give them the gift of power. Give them the gift of their ancestors. See what I'm saying? Give them the gift of your ancestors. Okay? Because you come from the root. So give them their gift of the ancestors. Okay? Now, okay, so they thought they had deceived everyone with the false mimicking of the prophecy. Okay? Now, and they thought they had returned to the Oval Office, okay, with the drum. Okay, let's go in here. In 2009, Rothschild Zionists were hoping to deceive, we said that, all humanity. Okay, so who was it? Okay, with their, they thought they deceived all humanity. Who was then, okay, so, and with the drum, not the drum, with the abomination and his man bride. And notice it's still having to do with brother fuckers, okay? Because Michael Yusuf, the earth angel, Michael or Michael Yusuf Joseph, Jacob's son, was not a brother fucker. Okay? Now, so the abomination, they thought they deceived humanity with as if he was the Israelite of the nation of Jacob. Okay? But as I said, he was a brother fucker by putting the brother fucker in office. The abomination in office in 2009, who was to be perceived as the president, or as Poseidon, right? Poseidon's child, holy child, right? Because the Poseidon represents precedence, right? Neptune, right? Which represents the Holy Sea, which represents the Holy Mother, Holy Black Mother, right? Okay, Universal Mother, right? Okay, the Venusian Pisces, right? Okay, when pregnant, right? And she was supposed to deliver in 2009, right? Okay, right. Okay, anyway, so anyway, with the first black president of the most powerful nation on earth, right? Now, okay, that was to be the most powerful nation on earth, and he was a Muslim, right? Okay, and he rose in the West, right? Okay. After the contract had been broken, after the child had been born, after they had thought they fulfilled the prophecy, right? Okay, and then he was to give power to the Zionists, right? Because he was really a Zionist too, right? Okay, so now, as we said, the brother fucker in 2009, the abomination was to be perceived as the president of Poseidon, okay, and the most powerful black man on the planet of the earth, right? And he was to then hand over that black power to the celestial black power to the drum, who's to hand it over to whom? The Baron. And why does he so commonly have a child named Baron? Don't you begin to see this timeline? All this for the game they're playing. Okay? Now, he was supposed to hand it off to, okay, like Prophet Muhammad, Michael and the angel and his legacy, following his legacy. And if he wouldn't have been sacrificed, his job was to physically lead you to the prophet born of a virgin. Well, and the abomination was to take Michael's place, right? Represent Michael, right? To lead you his job was to lead you to the Antichrist, abomination, right? And what did he lead you to? The drum. Who's that? Lead to who? The barren Antichrist, right? Okay, and then the drum was supposed to be given the power, not only from the abomination, right? Who was supposed to be a representative of Michael, but he was supposed to. And what was his bride's name? Man bride, Michael. Right? Him and Michael were glad that the military guy was there, right? Okay. So, now, oh, and then, not only was the abomination to hand off the power to the drum, right? The Oval Office, right? The president, the Poseidon, right? But also, the drum was supposed to get power from a black preacher whose name was what? Jackson? And what did Jackson give him? Wings, right? To fly all around the world, right? And give him what? A heritage Bible, right? And he was supposed to read Psalms what? 23. right? Not some. Mark 23. 9:23. The exact date of what? The prophecy in the Bible of the woman. Okay? So all what they've been doing from World War I to II, the encampment, the concentration camps and killing the Sephardic Jews, okay, in Hitler's time, and in Mussolini invading Ethiopia, right? And supposedly the League of Nations couldn't do shit, right? No, because it was part of the plan, right? Musa represents Moses, giving what? Life to what? The Vatican? Okay? Whereby the Vatican now can be recognized as a nation, independent nation? Mussolini did that, right? Okay. But he was supposed to do what? Cause war with what? The real descendant of the prophet born of a virgin again. No, descendant of Solomon. And Queen Sheba, I think it was Sheba. Queen Sheba, I think so. And she was from Yemen, right? And they were supposed to have a child to which Haile Selassie is a descendant of. And which why they had to sacrifice him and try to take his land and cause of the starvation in Ethiopia. So this has been going on a very, very long time before many of us were even before even our parents were born, before even slavery took place. This was going on. It started with even before the Inquisition, before Columbus sailed the ocean blue. So how would you know unless Allah sent someone here to tell you what's going on? You wouldn't know by yourself. But now that you know, you got to do something about it to save yourself. Unless you want to become part of the Antichrist. You want to fight for Trump in his civil war. But trying to get the South to succeed in the Southern White House. And you become part of his rebel army. And you just be fighting for the Baron to jail, right? Okay. So anyway, they thought they had deceived everybody. Okay, by putting a Muslim on the throne. There was a fake Muslim on the throne because he wasn't a Muslim. He's not a Muslim. Okay. Anyway, so anyway, his rising was to be symbolic of when the Egypt's president passed away or was sacrificed, and William was born. Well, when Michael was sacrificed, the drum was supposed to be born, right, in the Oval Office, placed in the Oval Office, rather than King Michael Joseph Jackson, King of Kings Michael Joseph Jackson, right? The drum was to represent him, and even his man bride's name was Michael, right? Okay. So anyway, they thought they had succeeded, and he was to hand off the power to the drum, and the drum was to hand it off to the Baron Antichrist Rothschild to jail, and he was even to give, as I said, given the wings of a prayer cloth wrapped around his shoulders when he prowled across the world. And then he was be given a Jewish heritage Bible, not just a Jewish Bible, not just the Old Testament. No, not the Old Testament. He was given a Jewish heritage, and then the man was given the Bible, the Jewish heritage Bible, but from who? He took it from his wife to give to the drum, and the drum was supposed to have, it would be given a heritage Bible from his wife, for his wife, who was said to be also a man bride. Like his son Ivan Ka is supposed to be a transgenital man. He was supposed to be given a Jewish Heritage Bible, and then the Jewish Heritage Bible was taken from the woman, given to the Pastor Jackson, and then Pastor Jackson was supposed to have given it to the drum, along with giving him a prayer call around shoulders to fly across the world, making him symbolic. He's a phoenix, or he's an angel, right? Okay. Ain't no damn phoenix, and you ain't no goddamn angel. You're a demon. He's a demonic piece of shit supporting the Zionists. Okay, anyway, so the Rothschild, they hope to deceive everybody. okay, who was, as I said, then, okay, now, so that giving the drum, the heritage Bible, the Jewish heritage Bible, was symbolic of giving him and taking it from the woman, right? Because the seed of the woman is where the power is supposed to come from, right? Out of this woman, the seed, the heart of the sea is supposed to be the woman. The heart of the sea being Pisces, Pisces, okay? The two seas, the two fish, which represent the sea, which represent the Christ, right? Because the fish represent the Christ, right? The Christ consciousness, right? Okay, which I have as ascendant, right? Which represents me as a Pisces as well, because as you got an ascendant as something, you also are that sign. If you have an ascendant Aries, then that means you're Aries as well as your sun sign. Okay, okay. Anyway, so he was supposed to be given that, and then he was supposed to be referred to in the Jewish Heritage Bible 9:23, right? September 23rd. That was the mark, right? Mark 9:23. The mark was 9:23. That's the date set that he was to be representing, right? The giving the heritage, the descendant. I mean the legacy. He was giving the legacy away. See how they use coons, baboons to represent, to steal the legacy. Okay, just like they got that one trying to pretend, oh, he's the king of pop, trying to steal Michael's crown. Bitch, get your own crown. Okay, Beaver, get your own crown. Okay, get your own goddamn crown. Stop trying to steal the legacy of the Israelites. Okay, the Hebrew Israelites from the kingdom of from the nation of Jacob, from the Ethiopian kingdom of Judah. Okay, okay. Anyway, so they thought he'd be given the power, because he was given the power by a minister, right? A minister from the nation of Jacob, okay? Accepted minister, so they say. I don't accept him, I reject it, okay? I'm not giving my legacy away. Now, alhamdulillah, I wear the crown. I have the crown. I've been given the crown from Allah. And I ain't giving your ass shit, drunk. No, I'm giving your ass shit, drunk. Only shit. That's all you get, shit. Okay, now, so, and the drum is to pass it off to the Antichrist. Okay, so the black power was to be passed off then from the drum to the Baron Antichrist of jail in 2020, which is why he's campaigning so hard for 2020. I mean, he hasn't been in the office. He's only been in the office for what, 60 some odd days? And he's already campaigning for the year 2000? I mean, 2020? Why do you think he's doing that? Because he wants to be able to pass off that. He wants to be able to pass to transfer American power to Israel and the Antichrist. That's why he's doing that. The Trump is part of it. He's part of the game. Okay, to steal the legacy. Okay, so he can be president in 2024 when he can try to be in the Oval Office when the prophet is scheduled to arrive, according to the biblical prophecy as it relates to Revelation 12:12, which says after the 7 years, after the Revelation 12:12 appears in the celestial sphere, the prophet born of a virgin is to appear 7 years following that. Okay? Now, so, he wants to be in office when that happens. That's why he's campaigning now. Okay? So, after which time, as I said, the prophet born of a virgin is to return following the 7 year after September 23rd, 2017, which would place a date around 2025, which equals what? 9. Year 2025 equals 9. So in September 2017, 7 years after 2017, I would say would be 2025. 24, 25. 25 would be equals 9. 2, 0, 2, 5 equals 9. Right on time. Okay, right in sync. Okay, so now, okay, so the Hebrew Israelites, the Hebrew Israelite nation of Jacob, from the Ethiopian kingdom of Judah is connected to the ancient past, like the pregnancy of the celestial sphere, okay, which represents the rebirth of Islam, okay, as it relates to, again, the abomination taking office and was supposed to be what? A Muslim, okay, but yet they're going around killing Muslims, just like what Isabel and Ferdinand had marked on their mausoleum. There's no God but Allah, okay, no, and that's following what? The Moors, right? Okay, the Muslim Moors, okay, which come from Morocco, right? Okay, so now, and Arab Moors, right? The Arab Moors, okay? Now, so, but as I said, when I say Arab, I'm also talking about Arabs because they're of the root. They're of the root, just like me. They're me, like I said, black people are me, and all others are my brothers and sisters. Okay, all others are my brothers and sisters. Arabs are me, and the other ones are my brothers and sisters. That's the way I see it. Okay, all other nations are my brothers and sisters, but black people and Arabs are me. They're me. I don't see them any different than me. Okay, and we meet in Egypt. We meet in Egypt. Africa's Egypt. Okay, that's why they try to malign Arabs as sand niggers, because we meet in Egypt as it relates to Abraham and Sarah, not Sarah, but Hajar. Okay, to which Hajar, what Muslims make not Hajj, but Hajar. Hajar is what Saudi Arabia was called. Okay, after Hajar. Okay. The black woman, okay, it's when and the black Kaaba is representative of the black mother, the black woman, which is Saturn. Everything goes around, so it all fits in harmony. But they don't want to tell you that because they want humanity to stay fragmented. Okay. So as I said, so the Hebrew Israelite, and they said that. Oh, okay, so we're the ancient nation from the kingdom of Judah is to be connected to the ancient past, like the universal pregnancy, and as it relates to the rebirth of Islam, all relate to the pending arrival of the prophet born of a virgin, and as well as the comet Hale-Bopp, the comet Ison, the son of Isis, as well as the comet Elenon, 11, okay? That's what it represents, 9/11, Elenon, 9/11, 11/9, that's what it represents, Elenon, okay? So it represents, it all goes back to the virgin birth of, the return of the prophet born of a virgin, and it is the reason affront all the Gentile, Christian, barbarian, Rothschild hordes at the Khazar Vatican and their Jewish Zionist synagogue of Satan and its satanic cabal of tyranny, as it relates to its attack on all of tomorrow's human future generations. Generations of all of tomorrow's future generations, okay, of humanity. Okay, so that's what all of the tyranny, all of the attack on Islam, all of the Vatican's, the Rothschild Vatican, and the abomination into office, the Trump into office, the reestablishment of Israel, World War I, II, and all of that. So when you see that video and you see Israel doing, the Zionist Israel doing all that war criminals, they're just basically indicting themselves because they are not the true children of Jackob. They are Khazar, the synagogue of Satan, okay, Zionist Israeli imposters, and that's a fact. So when you see them doing all that murdering and mayhem and wars and holding up flags and like they're victorious, it's just a synagogue of Satan showing you what they've done to humanity to procure the prophecy and to instill let's say, their mock prophecy, okay, and by bringing on this fake tribulation, okay. So all the tyranny they want to do to destroy all of tomorrow's generations, from the root and all the its global family tree, even to all of its global family tree, which includes all of you, white humanity, at the top of the family tree. Okay? And as I said, white people, your nations only represent how old humanity is. Coming from the root of Africa all the way from black to white, it only shows us how old we are. You're the oldest of humanity. Coming from the black root, you're the oldest of humanity, and you need to get, if you want to restore the youth of your descendants, for your descendants, get them back to the tree ASAP. Okay? Embrace your family, embrace your roots. Okay? Inshallah, that will be wonderful. You gotta come home. You white people, you gotta come home to your family, to your mom and dad, to your roots, your ancestors. Okay? You need to come home to your ancestors. Okay? And support your ancestors in America, especially because America has already inherited the prophecy. Excuse me, America has already inherited the prophecy. Proof of that is, alhamdulillah, I'm here. Michael Jackson was born here. Prince was born here. So you have it. Okay? Mother, father, and child. Michael being the father, me being the mother, Prince being the child. And what did they do? They sacrificed the father and the child. They martyred the father and the child. But I pray to Allah to protect me. I pray to Allah to destroy them. They try to touch me. I pray to Allah to bring their whole freaking house of cards down on top of them. I pray for that all the time. So they can try to play that game. Try to play that fucking game. Try to mess with me on a spiritual level by putting all those spells and incantations. I just rebuke them and send them right back to your fucking evil ass. You don't frighten me. I have Allah. I know Allah. And I know He exists. I know He exists. Because He's saved my life with using the King of Kings. Even in my dreams, the King of Kings comes to me. Even in my dreams. He still comes to me in my dreams. He always comes to me in my dreams. Alhamdulillah. Okay? Michael comes to me in my dreams. Okay? I see him in my dreams. Okay, a lot. Okay? So, you just like Isis and Osiris, divine connections, divine love transcends, the physical dimension. Okay? Now, so anyway, so you had the Trinity here, and America is going to receive it. America has already received its inheritance. But don't let them Zionist pieces of shit steal it from you, using the drum and creating civil war and southern secession and creating all that crap. Don't let them do that. Okay. So anyway, so as I said, oh good, I'm almost done. So they want to create all that tyranny for tomorrow, to prevent all tomorrow's generations from our white brothers and sisters, our beautiful, sexy, divine white brothers and sisters, and I love you. I do. Alhamdulillah. Just because I say you're white don't mean I don't love you. Just because you say I'm black don't mean you don't love me. You can say I'm black. I'm black. I am. Alhamdulillah. I'm beautiful, golden brown, but hey, black is beautiful. I mean, it represents power. I don't mind being black. Okay? So, you call me black, that don't mean you're racist. I call you white, that don't mean you're I'm racist. Okay? I love you. I can't hate my brother. I can't hate my sister. I won't do that. I love you. And you love me, that's good. It's better for you to love me. But if you do, alhamdulillah. If you don't, I don't give a fuck. But it's better if you do, because I love you. But even if you don't love me, that's not going to make me hate you. I'm not going to hate you if you don't love me. That's okay. I don't get angry at that. That doesn't bother me. It's not going to make me feel bad about myself, because alhamdulillah, subhanallah, praise be to Allah. I know Allah, I'm exceedingly gorgeous. I am beyond reproach when it comes to being gorgeous. And I'm grateful to Allah for that. So your discontent, your malcontent, don't bother me. I just say, I don't give a fuck. But anyway, so they tried, all this global tyranny is for that reason, to destroy all of humanity's, the seed of the woman, all of humanity's tomorrow generation, all of humanity's future, tomorrow's generations, from the root of the family tree, to the branches, to the seeds, to the leaves, all the way to its fruit. Okay? That's what these wars and these have been about, and the tyranny and the false flags and the world trade and all that has been about. Okay? And it is all the way, okay, and it always motivates the Drumpf and his synagogue of Satan, the fellowship of warmongers. It is why the Baron de Jael was conceived at the collapse of the old Babylon 2, September 11, which is 2, okay, or 7/11, which represents what? Lucky. 7/11. When was Lucky, or who was played by Tupac in the movie Poetic Justice, whereby which they went to a family reunion, right? Lucky was martyred on September 7, which was 7/7/14, which represents 14, right? The new year for the rebirth of Islam. And what was he? Shakur, Tupac. Shakur is a Muslim name. Okay? Now, so that was, and as I said, that and he was a Black Panther. His mother was a Black Panther, right? With the consciousness, born with consciousness, right? Okay. So anyway, so that was okay. As I said, the collapse of the World Towers, Babylon 2, which represents a World Trade Center. Okay. And it was to correlate with all the things they do, as I said, down to the collapsing of the World Trade buildings, okay, with all the people, humanity in there, all our brothers and sisters in there, okay, and then we can only imagine the horror and the nightmare that they must have suffered, okay, that they must have, and thinking about their families, their children, and the pain, and that was evil, total demonic, okay, to which America will never heal from that. We will always remember those who were sacrificed on in those for the sake of Zionists and Zionists, the synagogue of Satan. Only the synagogue of Satan would do such wickedry. Okay? Now, anyway, so it was all done to correlate with Muharram 3rd, 1439, September 23rd, 2017, which is reflected by Revelation 12:12. Okay, the appearance of Revelation 12:12 in the celestial sphere. And that's why you see, when I post that video of Revelations 12:12, okay, you see them acting like they're celebrating all the hardship they had to go through. What they're showing you is all the sacrificing they did to try to steal the legacy and put up their mock Antichrist as the prophet born of a virgin to return, who is to return, okay, and lead the world back to its who is to make America great, not again, but great. Okay, it's the Michael Jackson, Prince, and Alhamdulillah, and the legacy. All those who are to inherit the legacy who live in America is to make not only America great, but the world great again. The world great again. Fuck just making America great again. It's make the world great again. Make the world safe again. Make the world beautiful again. Make the environment healthy again. Make food healthy to eat again. Make real healing take place. Not this fucking commercial healing where drugs are constantly, the pharmaceutical companies are only invented are only constructed, designed to make people more ill. Okay, not to heal, but to make them ill. Okay, so now, so in collaboration, wait, this also this date, Muharram 3rd, 1439, September, which would actually be 40 years. It will be a 40-year cycle, a 40-year cycle, which is actually a 4 because the 0 don't count. And guess what time my birth is? 444. Told you. Everything aligns. You got to know what your celestial chart is. You got to know. And I pray to Allah to protect me because they already know. They know who I am. Alhamdulillah. They know who I am. But alhamdulillah, it's as it's reflected in the celestial sphere. And guess what time they sacrificed Diana? At 4 something in the morning. I think it was 4 o'clock in the morning they sacrificed Diana. Because it was 40-year cycle, right? From when the lady was in 1979 all the way to 2000, all the way to 2017, all the way from, let's say, the year 1399 up until the year 1439 is 40 years. That's 4. In what I think it's called, I forget, numerology. 4 just when it's 40, you just see it as 4. So they know, they're following that timeline. You just don't know. Okay. Anyway, so in collaboration with this date, in accordance with the cosmic divine design and scriptures, as it relates to Amos 9:7, September 7th, the day which what? Tupac was sacrificed, 9/7, the date also to which they're trying to give, the Trump is trying to steal with Mark 7:23, right? Or 9:23, which represents what? In numerology, 9/5, which was 9/5, right? Okay, because 2 and 3 is 5, right? Okay, so 9:23, okay? In accordance with Amos 9:7, as I said, I'm going back to this, Jackson's Green Ark, okay, will be celebrating with all humanity the Grand Jubilee, okay, will be a Grand Jubilee to recognize the coronation, okay, of myself, no, not myself first, but the global nation of Jackob, okay, from the resurrection of, and I'm claiming it, alhamdulillah, because I'm Queen of Queens, so I'm claiming it, alhamdulillah. I've already been coordinated. I've already received my coordination 9/9, September 9th, because that's what my birth represents, 9/9. At the time of my birth, mashallah, benefit of my delivery, it was 9/9. Aries represents 9. They don't tell you that in the celestial sphere because it represents Pluto. 9/9. Pluto is the 9th planet, or the 9th orb, let's say. So 9, and then Ramadan is the month 9. So March would be 9 as it relates to Pluto, and known because they even have the celestial sphere inaccurate. But anyway, so if we say Pluto is 9th planet, or the 9th orb, from the sun, the planet distant from the sun, it would be 9. So then we would have 9/9, meaning Ramadan is the 9th month, and March, or Aries, would be the 9th month. So that would be 9/9. So alhamdulillah, I received my coordination in Libra when Jupiter entered Libra, which was my natal sign, when Jupiter was in my natal sign. okay, at the time, okay, a 9-9. So, and they're doing everything on a 58, okay, the year 58, because that's when Saturn, that's the timeline they're on too, in the 1958, starting, that's another timeline that they're also operating from too, from that base, because Saturn was in, it relates to the celestial sphere as well, okay, because that's when Prince was born. Well, first, that's when I was born, because I was Alhamdulillah born first, then Prince, then Michael. That's when the it came into being. Okay, the let's say the head of the royal family, the global royal family, came into being, starting with myself, then Prince, and Michael. Because Prince was born in June, Michael was born in August, and Alhamdulillah was born in March. So, or Ramadan. And everybody, as I said, everybody has 2 birthdays. We're going to go to video 8. Okay. So, salam.